Hello everyone, my name is James Lee McNee and I'm going to play Tetris. Now this game is deceptively simple, easy to learn, yet hard to master. Now I'll tell you the history about Tetris. Alexei Pechukov, the guy who created Tetris along with other puzzle hits, decided that instead of games about destruction, he'll make a game about construction in order to wow audiences with a simple yet addictive gameplay. Using the concept of Petroninos, he decided to make the shapes of 5 blocks into shapes of 4 blocks, and thus make them fall down into a well, and you have to make lines in order to get very far in the game. Yeah, and with Soviet Russia owning the rights to just about everything, as they have control over creative works, since they own it and everything. What did he do? Why, he decided to spread the game through sneakernet. He made copies of the game and he gave it to co-workers. And they gave the games to their friends, which in turn they gave to their friends, and so on and so forth, creating a cycle of the game spreading all across Moscow, and later the rest of Russia. Now, Robert Stein being the man who gets things by the cheap and then make more expensive versions of said things. He is a publisher, and he sees that Tetris could be his big ticket to get to fame and fortune. But the Hungarian developers, computer probably got it, they said that the game wasn't theirs. Yeah, it was Soviet Russia's. So what did he decide to do? Why, he decided to steal the rights to Tetris and make bogus versions that he can, bogus contracts that he can then sell to companies so that he can make a lot of money. Well, in 1988, the Soviets blew their stack, as in they really lost their cool. They weren't very happy, and thus they decided to make Error. The longhand I couldn't pronounce, but basically its primary objective is to discuss the rights of the game to the people with selling it, as in who can and cannot not sell the game. Well, Nintendo decided to join in, but seeing Tetris could be the big game that could allow the Game Boys to skyrocket to great heights. So they went to L.org and they showed them a proof of concept, a Famicom cart, Famicom to play it with, and the gameplay and stuff. They made money off of the Famicom version, which they were shocked. They never heard of a video game console, never one Famicom. And they were about to rip just discuss her in half. But Nintendo did a clever deal. They said, look, we'll pay you the massive royalties, and we'll take a legal flack after the other companies that have been left off. We'll take legal responsibilities from whoever is upset. And thus Robert Maxwell and Atari already got there later, and they weren't so lucky. Robert Maxwell was the guy who did the US and European game imports. He, for one, discussed the deal of the game with Oregon. What's a big deal? You are making computer versions of the game, and so they gave him rights to the computer. Robert Stein, Robert Maxwell, Grin, and now, hey, they don't know what a computer is, but later, Art found out and said, read this right here. Defining a computer as anything with a keyboard and a monitor. Robert Stein and Robert Maxwell's plans was shot. And Atari, after getting rights to the arcade versions only, they decided to make a bootleg version of Nintendo. Oh no, wait, not a Nintendo version, but it was a Nintendo version, but they did it under the Tengen brand. And then they tried to sue Nintendo for what they thought was the bogus Tetris, but Nintendo airtight contract with Airlord. Well, let's just say that Atari didn't do their research. They didn't do their homework, and thus Nintendo had the Tengen version taken off of the shelves. They released this on NES and Game Boy. In fact, Game Boy had it as a launch title, as well as a pack-in game that everyone gets. And thus, the Game Boy was a huge success. But while all that was good and well for Airlord and Nintendo, like say Pachinko didn't get any royalties from the game. And I'm kind of screwing up on this. And that was it for my gameplay. I'm gonna try again after I punch in my name. Let's see, A-M-E-S tell you the rest of the story. Now, when the rights expired in 1996, Alexei moved to America in 1991, and he got the rights to Tetris in 1996, forming the Tetris Company and setting up the groundwork for Tetris, well, the Tetris guidelines, Tetris standard. I'm getting kind of confused, but that was a smart move. Basically, Alexei got all kinds of royalties. He actually got paid for his work in the later versions of Tetris. And when everything is all said and done at the end, Tetris still dominates the charts. It is like the solitaire of video games. Despite numerous clones and imitators, there is only one true Tetris and its ports. And now you know the whole story. And I still wonder why I didn't get Tetris Deluxe when I was very little and had the Game Boy Color. Well, on eBay I got a Game Boy Pocket and I got Tetris Deluxe as my go-to game. But when I want to raise my power level in said game and try to beat the computer. Many times I couldn't even get through him on the easy difficulty. The computer is that ruthless. It's Nintendo hardcore. It's a beast. And yes, this one some say that Tetris is for girls and stuff, and some jeers and make fun about Tetris. Still can't deny the impact it had to the gaming world. Heck, the L Block was nominated as the most radical character in 2007 or was it 2008. A Game FAQs is character battle. Radical being a word I invented to replace that 6-letter word. Or that if I say it, it'll be like cursing. So, B-A-D-A. I will not say the rest as you see where I'm going. Okay, so this game is deceptively simple, but it is clearly the thing that defines the falling block puzzle. It is that cool. And Tetris will go on for generations. And, well, And this year, the greatest clash between Tetris and a rival puzzle game is kind of sort of like Tetris, but involves more chain reaction. Tetris will go toe-to-toe against Puyo Pop, or Puyo Puyo, with a game called Puyo Puyo Tetris. It is like Street Fighter cross Tekken when it comes to the puzzle game genre. Will compile in Sega's game being... Will Sega and compile's game be remembered alongside Tetris outside of Japan? It will get people to play Puyo Pop internationally, and it will also give Tetris a rival, a friendly rival. It's good, clean, harmless fun. Oops, there I go again. And I'm just gonna end it right here. How did I score a lot higher? Oh, right, because of the Tetrises. And the back-to-backs. Okay. Well, keep this score as reference, as it's nowhere near the highest score I've ever obtained, and probably never will obtain, because I'm just an average gamer. And mark my words, in every generation, people will be playing Tetris one way or another. Thank you for watching, and please rate, comment, and critique accordingly, and if you really like my stuff, then subscribe. Alright. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time, and until then, very well.